am perfect. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, it's Friday. Oh, holy shit. It's daylight. Oh, magic. For those of you who don't get that, I'm never on time with these recordings, it seems. I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna do this during the day, and then just kidding, I'm gonna do it later, at night when it's dark and it's late and I'm tired and I don't feel like doing it. That's the time to get stuff done. Honestly though, like, my brain doesn't turn on until 7 o'clock. I feel like sometimes. Ooh, what's in my pocket? Ooh, hairpins. I have hairpins in my pocket. Anyway, so it's Friday, which means it's Finish Object Friday. Okay, yeah, it's not that exciting. Yeah, it is. It's fucking fantastic. So, for those of you who don't know who I am, how'd you get here? Somebody refer you? You being nosy? Rolling up on my page? Hey! This is Aradia Narai of Aradia's Hand, the Danaeus Divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. And on Fridays, I like to do a little thing called FO Friday, or Finished Object Friday. So a little background for those of you who are new and haven't heard the spiel. Finished Object Friday is a holdover from the fiber community. And it is when us weird textile artists like to cluck and gather about all the things that we finished lately and share them. So, yay! And the reality is that, between starting new projects, getting distracted, things taking longer, troubleshooting, having to get more yarn, whatever, sometimes things can take a while to finish. So it's absolutely worth celebrating when something gets finished. So that's that. On top of that, hey, we spend so much time, talking about it, sharing inspiration, telling stories, asking for help, showing our progress. Of course, we have to share when it's done, because now the thing, whatever it is, can be used to do the thing, like to be worn or used or given away or, whatever it is. I also like to do a little check-in, or rather a review. Check-ins are Wednesday. For what I have done for the week, and, the intentions I set on Monday, the progress I noted on Wednesday, to see kind of where we are. It's kind of like some weird accountability, sort of. Like, it's this odd strand of it, and it seems more effective than me, like, telling somebody I'm going to do something, because then I don't, and, like, there's no consequences. It just doesn't happen, which those consequences were already in play, so they're not really a motivator. Yeah, negative reinforcement is very ineffective anyway, and it's especially ineffective towards my person. Like, you can't cow me into suddenly getting more done. It doesn't work. I wish it did sometimes, but here you go. So, we're just gonna blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Ooh, I'll show you something, because it's in with arm's reach, which is the rarity. Yeah. For those of you who are not here all the time, or this is your first stop by my place, I have this really bad habit of, like, saying, I'm going to share this thing, I'm really excited about it, and then leaving it somewhere else, because I don't think about it, which is kind of the whole point of, like, an outline, and somehow I manage to just forget stuff anyway, because I'm cool like that. So, I've been working on this shawl. It's called Mitali. That's the pattern. I love these little booklets, right? I like this compact little form. Also saves paper, because back and front, and tiny. It's great, because I'm nearsighted, so it works out. But this is where we are. We're at the bottom. It's a bottom-up crescent shawl. There's a giant section of ribbing, and then it has a garter border or division. Don't yawn on camera, don't do it. Okay, it's gone. I scared it away. And then this big nice section of lace right here. I'm ready for the lace already, like, seriously. I like ribbing. I like the function of ribbing. It's not terribly interesting to knit. Seed stitch is fun. Moss is okay. I like linen stitch. I don't have a lot of experience with slip stitches in general, other than linen stitch, so I don't have an opinion on them in general. And I like color work well enough. Like I like the result of color work. I don't necessarily like the frustration of color work. The positive person would say challenge. Whatever. So, I made a little progress. I went out on knit night. I haven't dragged myself out on knit night since the grave announcement. Which, when all is said and done and it's all sorted out, maybe we'll have a brief little chat about it. Maybe not. It's really not relevant, honestly. Not to y'all. It's very relevant to me because I have to deal with it. But I don't know. I might talk about it. I might not. No promises. I don't find it to be terribly interesting. Irritating, yes. Interesting, not so much. And yeah, you don't say. Well, I mean, nice to say. Maybe you shouldn't say anything at all, right? It's what they say. Far be it for me to, extend myself too far, though. So, that happened, and pretty much I lost all gumption to do anything again anywhere. Basically, what we're saying is it set off a wonderful chain reaction of depression. Yay. So, yeah, just a heads up. I live with depression and anxiety and PTSD and borderline personality disorder and OSDD, and I'm a mess. I lovingly refer to myself as a trash fire. My mental health is a Long Island iced tea, right? It's really fucked up cocktail. Way too much going on. Which, I got a sense of humor about it, so that's good. But as a result, that means that my mental state could be what one might call fragile. Not really fragile. Like, I'm not a paper doll, okay? More like a chipped teacup. I'm still, there's still some value, but not pristine. Who's pristine, though, right? Babies are pristine. That's it. I think pristine's kind of boring. Just like naivete is not overly exciting. So, as a result, that means that sometimes trauma, drama, conflict, and things can set off a shitty chain reaction of just downward spirals, which is super fun. I love it. It's like more excitement than I need ever. And of course, for those of you who aren't familiar with depression, one of the common symptoms of depression is you just don't feel like doing shit. Like things that you like doing, you don't want to do. Which is also why the thing that I finished last Saturday took so damn long to finish. Was it last Saturday? It was last Saturday. I started it like the year before. I started it in 2018, I think. And I didn't finish it until last Saturday because I just put it down. And I didn't pick it back up. Also, for those of you who aren't new here or are new here, I don't work on things when I'm not feeling it. Mostly because it's just super hard to do that, and it turns something into a chore that's probably otherwise easy, simple, and at least mildly enjoyable, and that makes it drag on. It also can make it difficult, so if I run into problems when I'm trying to work on something I really don't want to work on, my ability to problem solve is gravely diminished, because my brain's just already being taxed, just like marshaling up the resources to do the thing. And so, yeah. So, which is a kind of a weird function of my ADHD, is that I tend to flit around to things based on what I have energy for, what I have spoons for, because it's already hard to focus on things. sometimes. And then, the distraction that is disassociation. Hooray. So fun. You see, cocktail. Worst cocktail ever. It's not even tasty. It doesn't come in an umbrella. There's no fancy garnish. It's like more like rainwater in a bucket. Not super fun. But it's done. I've made progress. And so also I have a couple of big things coming up. So we've got the grave announcement that's going on. Then we've got the big reveal. The big reveal. I'm still undecided how I'm going to handle that, by the way. I'm a relatively private person, but I'm also very forward and forthcoming, which is part of the dichotomy that is me and doesn't make sense to other people. But there's a lot about me that I don't care whether you know or not, right? And then there are some people, once they exit my life, or they're no longer a part of my world, or, I would like for them to be occupying that space. Oh, you don't deserve to know anything about me as far as I'm concerned there. Mostly because I consider it a privilege to know me. It's a privilege to know things about me. And, once that privilege is revoked, you're dead to me. I don't know you. And I don't do it lightly, but I'm pretty final with it. I don't, most people don't go, most friendships and associations don't go in the coffin. Every now and then, somebody makes it there. Most of the time, it's more like, okay, I need you to go in this room, and I'm gonna, not close the door, but, kind of pull it to, right? It's open. But, every now and then, out and ousted, right? So, when somebody permanently leaves my life, I'm done with you. I don't know you. You're dead to me. I don't need to speak your name. I don't need to think of you. And I won't. Because you're not worth my time. And so, peace. I've got better things to do. Survive today. And tomorrow. Probably the day after. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. So that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. But the hazard of being a public figure is that even if I would prefer to just completely erase people from my life, that doesn't mean that I can't be found. So, there's that. Yeah. And then sometimes, you'd like to remove people from your life, and then for various reasons you just can't. This could be because you work with them, because you're related to them, because you have mutual people that you run in circles with, because you frequent the same place. There's just all kinds of reasons, right? So that's a whole ass thing right there, honestly. And, I'm not real keen on, being made demands of. And sometimes that happens, people demanding information or feeling entitled to know things. I actually had a run-in with someone recently who told me that they were entitled to know such and such, and I point blank said, no, you're not. You're not entitled to know anything that I don't want to tell you, period, which is carte blanche how I feel about it with everybody. So it's not just you, it's everybody. Just because you're not. If I don't want to tell you, you can't make me. I don't have to. This is not a court of law. I'm not, not going to perjure myself. I don't have to tell you shit, right? And, just like you don't have to talk about stuff you don't want to. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to talk about it. And it's your right as an individual. So, whatever. So, I've been trying to get back out to knit night, and I made it. But on top of the bigger reveal, there's a enormous change or an alteration in the path by which I will be treading in a couple months. Or a couple of months. I think I talked about this the other day. I vaguely talked about it, so I've kind of mentioned it. It's also something that I don't. I doubt I'm going to really bring up in detail. It's kind of super irrelevant at the level it's going to be at. So much as it's just going to change my time commitments and make me shift my schedule around a couple of times. But as a result, it's also going to make me less available to do certain things. So knit night happens to be on Thursday. I will be busy on Thursday, so for the duration of this thing, I will not be able to go. Which is why I think I talked to myself into going last night. I was like, well, you're not going to be able to go for a couple months, and you've already not gone for damn near a year, so maybe you should just, like, go for a little while. Also, while I'm not overly social in a in-person fashion, I do, socialize and talk to people on a mostly on a fairly regular basis fairly often. I just do it in a way that suits my introversion and my agoraphobia. Ha ha ha. AKA, don't leave the house. Talk on the phone. That's my preference, really. So, and then I know a bunch of people who don't live anywhere near me anyway, so the only way to communicate with them is, like, texting or phone calls or emails or messaging services. So, there you go. There you go. Yeah, so there's that. Anywho, walnuts. Oh my gosh. So I got the that lovely tangent brought to you by, I went to knit night and I worked on my shawl. Yeah. That's how these videos go. Yeah, for those of you who are new, this is how I roll. I have, if you want a condensed, concise, kind of logical flow to what I have to say that's not a transcript, you can scoot below into the description box and I cover everything. No pictures today, mostly because I can't get a good picture of this sweater, which is what I found, was what I finished, by the way. I don't like pictures of myself. I hate having my picture taken in general, which is why there are not that many that exist. Compared to other things, although there's a surprisingly large amount of them, all things considered. But I am in possession of, like, almost all of them, so, because I took all of them, so, yeah. For somebody who hates selfies, I have an awful lot. That's neither here nor there. Yeah. So, I don't think I'm gonna put a picture up. If you cruise around, my social media, you've seen that blue thing. And really, honestly, not being worn, it looks like a glorified rectangle. So it's not really anything to look at. I'm going to dither with a colleague of mine and try to get pictures next week, though, just a heads up. And I'm trying, and if it is kosher with them, then I will share some of those pictures, one of those pictures, on social media. My screen on my computer just went off, which is why it suddenly got dark. And if nothing else, it'll be a picture of, like, headless body with the sweater on, because you're really supposed to look at the sweater, not the person. Like, it's not about the person. Oh my god. So, the planner update has only managed to get through the day that I'm in. So my planner is set up for today, and yesterday it got set for yesterday. I don't know that I'm going to get tomorrow set up. I would like to. It would make my life easier if I did, because I already have some stuff I have to migrate to tomorrow, or schedule for tomorrow, which means I need to have the rest of it that's already in place scheduled. God, this video is longer than I thought it was going to be. Oops. Yeah, I try to keep these to 15 minutes or so, the daily ones. The special monthly ones run, about 30 minutes, although it's almost always a little more than that. But I guess this makes up for those videos where they're not even 10 minutes, because they're really short, because that happens too. Let's see. What was the other thing? Then I got that laundry list of, like, I mentioned this on Monday. I made this giant list. It was basically, like, brain dump of, oh gosh, hey, all these things that I have to do. And so I just started, like, making a list and said, okay, you got to get to these at some point. Probably soon. I did a few that day. Haven't touched it since. Actually, completely forgot about it yesterday. I think I remembered it on Wednesday. Forgot it on Thursday. And now it's... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta replace that thing. I'm going for seamless and... yeah, I have no idea when that's gonna happen. Because I have too many financial obligations at the moment that I cannot put off. So, but the good thing is, I'm going to try and get more done this weekend. And I'm on track for my 5 things. Yeah, it was 4 things. Now it's 5 things. And so, yay. So, what I finished, without further ado, right? It happens to be within arm's reach. Okay, look. Like I said, glorified rectangle. Okay. Whoop. Glorified rectangle. So basically it's a rectangle, and then you fold the short sides together, and then you stitch up the longer side. Hold. I forgot to mute my computer. Sorry. So, as you can see, it's this lovely blue color, and it's like kind of heathered-ish. It's a little streaky for heather, but you know how I feel about using the word heathered when it's not appropriate. But this is closer to heathered than the crushed grapes was. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I advise you to like go and watch some of this week's videos, like Wednesday maybe. Maybe Monday. Yeah, Monday and Wednesday. You should watch it. Just watch them. It's fine. I don't know which one I was fussing about something being heathered, and I'm too lazy to look. So there's that. What else? Yeah. Oh, we're on the... I finished. So I finished this last Saturday. I've been working on it far too long. It is about 14 and a half hours of work, and it was some... You know, let me actually answer this. I wanted to... I started doing this. I really want a steak now. What am I doing? Oh. Got lost for a second. That happens. Ooh. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There is it. Okay, so this is 14 hours, 35 minutes, and 12 seconds worth of work. That is including swatching and making time. I also need to do some photography, so that's gonna up it. However, it is, and wait for it, 10,005 stitches. And I have too many zeros there, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Where the hell is the backspace button? There we go. 10,005 stitches. I can't wrap my head around the fact that there are that many. But there's 87 stitches per row. And there are 115 rows. And that's how the math works out, apparently. And now I'm going to second guess myself. Pardon me. Because I feel like doing that. It sounds like a good use of my time. Yep, no, it's definitely 10,000 stitches. 10,000 stitches. Oh, now I have this. Now I would stitch 10,000 times. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a nerd. Now I'm gonna have to listen to that damn song. Great. Thanks a lot, y'all. Really, seriously, jerks. Just kidding. No, maybe, sort of. Anyway, I gotta wrap this up. I gotta go like 10 minutes. So. I'm glad it's done. I'm mad that it took so long, but I think that's my general state of feeling whenever I finish something. It was like, why did this take so damn long? Yeah, actually, I didn't start it the year before. I started last year. But I started it like over a year ago. And January 10th, 2019 is what my Ravelry thing says. And I'm really mad about that, okay? Because, seriously? It's a giant rectangle. It shouldn't have taken this long. Now, again, I also took like a hiatus because of the grave announcement and all this other stuff. Blah, 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 blah. So there's that. But I'm super glad it's done. I'm glad that I have a means by which to photograph it, because I'm not modeling it because I don't like the style of these things. I just really wanted to make it. It is a gift, so it is leaving my possession. And it will be, this is the first and the last one that I will ever make. You will never see me make another one. So on that note, if you'd like to make yourself one, I'm including the pattern link below. Also the yarn that I used and the colorway. And then I used my Lika Driftwood interchangeables. So, because I had a really long cable. Usually I save gifts for, my Caspians by Knit Picks. It's just me being weird. So there's that. But yeah. So this being done also means I can move on to the next part of the care package. So I've got the sweater, I've got another project, and I've got 2 other things that I've already bought that it's all going to go together. And then actually I want to put a gift card in there. I don't know how the hell I'm going to manage that one, but I would like to do that. So that is going to require me to do that. And I'm going to be weird. And yeah, that's it. So, bon appetit, mes amis. If you want to see the links, they're all in the description below. Also, links to my social media and the various websites that I have. You can find me all those places. Yay! Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are where I am most active. Instagram is my jam. And I would love to know if you'd like to tell me, what did you finish this week? Did you finish some cake? Did you finish a book? Did you finish a project? Did you finish dealing with something that you're no longer going to deal with anymore? I don't know. It doesn't matter. What'd you finish? Tell me. I'd love to know. How do you feel about finishing it? Drop a link below or a comment below in the box. Blah, 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 blah. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for subscribing to my channel. Yeah. Thanks for like and share this video. If you're watching this over on Patreon, you rock. Thanks for being there. Thanks for following me. Thanks for being a patron. Feel free to share. This is one of my public videos because it's one of my weekly things, and I'm just gonna be like, look weird, wearing a sweater on my head. And yeah, that's it. So tomorrow. You stay to the end of the video. This is your reward. You get to know what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow's an Ask Me Anything. Okay, so here's the thing about the Ask Me Anything. It is on Patreon. I think the last one I did was text only. I don't think I did a video. So you won't see anything over on YouTube if you're looking for it. So you need to like carry your hind end over on that way. There's links. I'll link my Patreon for those who don't. Which is this is gonna make it look like really weird, by the way, because this description is on Patreon. Like, wait a minute, we're already here, and I'm like, yeah, I know. There we go. Okay, I've updated it. There it is. So, yeah, okay. We're gonna do Ask Me Anything. I'm pretty sure that there was nothing for last time I did this. The Ask Me Anything is a new thing. I wanted to do a Q&A, and I decided Ask Me Anything was a little more fun, and because I talk about all kinds of shit, and I'm a weirdo, why not? Obviously, I always reserve the right to not answer questions that I don't want to, and so there's that. But if you want to participate in that, Let me see how public I have it. Because, honestly, my brain is just like, do, 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 do. I don't remember. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Scrolling through the text. Scrolling to the text. Scrolling to the text. Ha ha ha. Ooh, I've only done one before. Okay, yeah. But apparently this is like a new thing. Alright, so yes, it is a text only. Okay. I'm not gonna edit it. I'm just gonna open it because it's gonna show me. Alright, this is okay. So you gotta be a patron to participate in the Ask Me Anything. So that's the shtick. Alright. Yeah. Okay. So if you want to participate in the Ask Me Anything, you can hit the link below if you're over on YouTube. And if you're in Patreon, and I hope you're a patron, but you could be following me, right? Because this is public, so whatever. You can become a patron, and you'll get to join it. So, yeah. And I answer those questions in all kinds of ways. It might be a video, it might be a post, it might have pictures, it might be a tutorial, you know, whatever I feel like doing and whatever makes the most sense for it. But I'm gonna scoot. This video was super fucking long, and not way more involved than I thought it was gonna be. And like, I literally have to go in 4 minutes anyway. So I'm gonna scoot. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, and by see y'all tomorrow, I'm gonna put a post up and post it tomorrow. I'm probably gonna put, because I'm probably gonna schedule it and post it early. And by early as in earlier in the day. But I might not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I gotta go. You have a good day. You have a good weekend. We'll see you Sunday for some stash cast. What will we sharing? I don't know. I can't tell you because I don't know. And I'm not gonna be talking to you tomorrow, so it's just gonna have to be a damn surprise.